Dear students, today I will explain some numericals from the chapter machines. Okay, from 3A and from 3B also I will explain. So 3A related to some lever, and 3B that is related with the pulley. So students, I bring this lecture to understand the numerical properly. In answer sheet to everything I have provided, but still I think I need to give some explanation. Okay, for your better understand. First you see this question, so I am showing you the question first. You see this here, that in your book in page number 59 you can get this question number 8. There you can see a lever of 90 centimeter has given. So first you will draw the lever like this way to solve the maths. Okay, solve the numerical. That is, I have drawn the lever first. You see, that is the lever, and it says that it is 99 centimeter. Okay, 9 centimeter, and so that is given 9 centimeter, and load arm is 5 centimeter. Load arm, so in between there is load arm is 5 centimeter, means one side there is fulcrum, so at 5 centimeter away there is the load arm. So here I write 5 centimeter, and effort arm 9 centimeter long. So means student, whole lever is one side fulcrum, another side is effort arm, because effort arm means from fulcrum we will calculate the load arm and effort arm. So here fulcrum, and here is the fulcrum, here is the effort arm E. Okay, I think you can watch it properly. Effort arm, and that is whole 9 centimeter. So 9 centimeter effort arm, and from fulcrum to load it is 5 centimeter given. Okay, so already this is given. So students, see from the first you draw the structure of the lever, then you can see that one side fulcrum, middle load, means it is a second class lever. Okay, you can easily classify it. So first question, to which class does it belong? So this is second class. Second question B, draw diagram of the lever, so the position of fulcrum and direction of both load and effort. So here you can see already when I reading the maths, that time you draw it. So second question is this, second answer B also completed. Okay, now the third question is C. So once again I am showing the question. Here you can see first question, second A, B, draw the diagram. Now come to the C. What is the mechanical advantage and velocity ratio if the efficiency 100%? So efficiency 100% means mechanical advantage and velocity ratio will be same, you know that. So mechanical advantage will be effort arm by load arm. EA means effort arm by load arm. Effort arm 9 centimeter, load arm 5. 9 by 5 means 1.8. Now students, mechanical advantage is equal to eta into VR. Eta is the efficiency. So eta 100% means 1, because eta is equal to 100 by 100. That means 1. Okay, that means 1 means velocity ratio also will come 1.8. Okay, so I hope you understand. Now the last question, D. What will be mechanical advantage and velocity ratio if efficiency become 50%? D. Okay, D answer. See students, when efficiency reduced half, 50% means it's when efficiency reduced, its mechanical advantage also reduce, and velocity ratio, if the efficiency become 50%, okay, means efficiency become half. That means efficiency half means mechanical advantage will be also half. Okay, that means 0.9, but velocity ratio will remain constant. Students, velocity ratio will never change. Okay, why students? Again I am saying here, because we know velocity ratio of a machine is the machine of a particular design is always constant, because velocity of the effort arm and velocity of the load arm is always constant. Okay, mechanical advantage depend on the internal structure and their friction, everything, but velocity ratio will not depend on them. Okay, that's why velocity ratio is constant. So velocity ratio will remain intact, but if the efficiency will be half, then the mechanical advantage will also be half. Okay, so that is the thing students. Now move to the second question, question number 9. Question number 9 once I am showing you. Students, question number 9, you see it's very easy. Already drawing is there, middle load. Okay, means this type of load structure, that means second class. which class, that is second class, without changing the dimension of the lead bar if load shifts towards the fulcrum. Means load shifts towards the fulcrum. Okay, that means if load shifts that side, that means load arm will be lesser. Okay, so mechanical advantage is equal to effort arm by load arm. So when load moves towards fulcrum, LA will decrease, load arm will decrease. Okay, I hope you can see it. Load arm will decrease, that means mechanical advantage will increase, because students, you know, denominator if increase, denominator if decrease, means mechanical advantage will increase. Okay, it's decrease, LA decrease means MA increase, you know, inversely proportional. So now move to the next question, question number 10. Okay, that's once I am showing the question. That is the question. Okay, here is the question. That is the structure. Once you open the book, then I am just reading. It has say that a wheelbarrow also a second class lever, you know, middle load. Okay, here is the load. The load is 30 kgf. It has given, the value has given, and it has seen written A, middle point. Okay, and the mass of the wheelbarrow is 15 kg, and mass of the load is 30 kg. Okay, has given. So when now the question is that A to B distance will be given, 3 point will be given. Here it is A, middle of the wheel is B, and here effort is giving C, and the value of AB has given 20. So A to B distance, if I give horizontal distance given, that is 20, and AC 40. So A and C, that is the C, you know. Okay, so the value will be given. If you draw, I think you understand, that is 40. Now students, you know, so this is the load arm. Load arm means that this is the load. A means load. So load to fulcrum, that is the load arm. So 20 is the load arm. And fulcrum, that is fulcrum. B means fulcrum. C effort. Okay, so fulcrum to effort means effort arm, second class lever, students. Fulcrum to effort arm, fulcrum to load arm. Similarly, fulcrum to load, that is this distance 20, and so it will be total fulcrum to effort 20 plus 40, that means 60. So effort arm. Now mechanical advantage 3, you know, 60 by 20. Okay, so now the question is that mechanical advantage to we got. Now the D number question is that the minimum effort required to keep the leg just off the ground. Okay, so minimum effort need to just hold it little bit upward. So whole mass of the wheelbarrow. So what we will do? We will do mass of the wheelbarrow with the mass of the load together. We have to so just in this position wheelbarrow. So we need to leg off. Okay, leg off. This is the position. How? So this mass also pen we need to carry with the load in the middle. So we need to add the mass 30 plus 15. So total load is 45. So mechanical advantage will be load by effort. That means effort will be load by mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage already we got. So it will be 15 kgf. So effort will be, we need the effort is equal to 15 kgf. By this formula we get the effort. Okay, load so we got, total load that time we need to carry. That means 30 plus 15, 45. And so load we get, mechanical advantage already we have. Now we just calculate the effort. Question number D. Student, check the book. Okay, then you will properly understand. So these 3 questions are important, so I explain here. Now move to pool A. There is also 3 question I solved. Student, another one question also I have solved from question number 11. Question number 11. Okay, so let's check it. The question is like this. You see one side fixed is given. Okay, there is the question. You can see this one. Okay, so one side fixed, middle or drawing is there. Okay, effort E, point A, B load value is 50 Newton has given, already has given in math. Okay, load is 50 Newton. State principle of moment as applied to the above lever. So principle of moment means load into load arm is equal to effort into effort arm. Okay, now students, load into load arm, effort into effort arm. So load arm is FB, effort arm is EF. Okay, Now the second, to which class lever does it belong? Middle effort means you know third class. You know middle fulcrum means first, fulcrum FLE, that formula you know. Load means second, middle effort means third class lever. Another example you can write it, another example you can see fishing rod. Fishing rod is another example of third class lever. You can write fishing rod. Okay. Or tongue, sugar tongue, that is also example of third class lever. Now question number C, if FA is 10, FA has given FA is 10, okay, that means effort arm is given 10 and 10 centimeter. AB 490, students, AB 490 means AB 490 centimeter. Find the mechanical advantage. Okay, so this is the question. You see, I'm zooming it, this one, this side. Okay, so I will calculate this. What will be the mechanical advantage? So students, load arm we have to find. Load arm will be fulcrum. This is fulcrum to effort, load, fulcrum to load. Okay, so this has given 490 and this is 10. So we add this 490 plus 10, that means 500 centimeter. So mechanical advantage will come, effort arm by load arm is equal to 10 by 500, that is 1 by 50. 1 by 50, okay, unitless, because above below it will cut. 1 by 50 will be the mechanical advantage. After that, the minimum effort required to lift the load 50 Newton. That will be mechanical advantage. Question number D, load by effort. So minimum effort means E will be equal to L by MA. Load will be 50 Newton by mechanical 1 by 50. So 2500 Newton. Okay, that will be the answer. Very easy question, students. Very easy. Now move to the question number Pool A. That 3 question from Pool A I will solve, and your exercise will be over. 3B, move to page number 68. Okay, in 68, first we solve question number 3. This one the question. Question number 3. A single fixed pulley, I am reading, you open the book. A single fixed pulley and a movable pulley both are separately used to lift a load 50 kgf. So load is 50 kgf to the same height. Okay, compare the effort applied. So both case we need to calculate effort. First you remember these two things, that for a single fixed pulley, you know, for single fixed mechanical advantage 1, load is equal to effort. Okay, so load is equal to effort as MA is equal to 1. But single movable pulley mechanical advantage 2 means load is equal to 2E, means 2 times effort is given to carry the same load. Okay, that means for single fixed pulley to load effort is equal to load. In question it has given that load is 50 kg. 50 kg means single fixed pulley it will need only effort is 50 kg needed, but single movable pulley, you know, 2 times effort means E is equal to L by 2. That means for single movable pulley, according to this formula, it will be L by 2 means 25 kgf. Okay, that effort will need 25 kgf. So the ratio will come EF means fixed and movable, M means movable, is equal to 2:1. I think you understand. Okay, means what effort is needed here? Here the effort, double effort needed, means in same effort it will carry only half load. That's why half load, only 25 kgf it will carry. Okay, but same effort he will carry the 50 kgf here for the single fixed pulley, because it's depend on the mechanical advantage. That's why I given here mechanical advantage 1 and 2 for the single movable pulley. That I also explain the formula also, watch my previous lecture to understand. Now students, question number 5, there I am showing the question. Here is the question. A block and tackle system, 5 pulley, block and tackle system, 5 pulley are there. 5 pulley means, you know, means number of n is equal to 5, and effort is given, load is given. Okay, downward, the mechanical advantage to very easy, load by effort 4.5 And now second, velocity ratio. Student, velocity ratio, you know, number of pulley and velocity ratio will be remain same for block and tackle system. Okay, so it will be velocity ratio will be 5, but mechanical advantage, you know, it can increase decrease, but velocity ratio is constant. So you can now third question, efficiency. This same formula, mechanical advantage eta into VR, eta will be MA by VR is equal to, you see, value I will put, just nothing else, 0.9. 0.9 means multiply by 100 means percent it will come. Efficiency always you have to write in percent, that's why 90% answer. Very easy, nothing else. Last two question 6 and question 7. Question number 6, here I am showing you once. That one, question number 6. Okay, here you can see this one, and question number 7 also I have solved. Here just see this structure has given in your book. Mark the diagram. So diagram, here you have to see the rope. Okay, so here it will go below, then above, then come to it, then go, then it will hang here. Okay, so here is the effort, balancing tension, 1 2 3 4 5, so 5 T, total 5 tension is there. Okay, so that is the structure. I think you can easily draw it, student, nothing else, only just structure is looking hard, but very easy. So mark the diagram, direction of load and effort, that is effort, and load is here. If load is raised 1 meter, what distance effort move? Students, same velocity ratio formula, velocity ratio here 5 pulley. You can apply this, or you know, 5 times DE, distance of effort by load. Okay, so distance load move 1 meter, that means VR into DL means 1 into, see this, calculate it. So load will move, effort will move 5 times 5. Okay, then the second question, marking has done, that's why A completed this marking. Now C, question number C, state the number of strand of tackle support the load. Okay, that is the tackle that is below load, so this load is supported by 1 2 3 5 tension, that means 5 strand. STR in the strand will support the load, 5 strand. Okay, 5 will be the answer. Now D, so calculate the tension, that will be the answer. Now D, what is the mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage, students, you know, eta into VR you know 5. Okay, and eta let 5, nothing given means we can calculate ideal system, so it come 5, or you can use this formula, mechanical advantage load by effort. Load is 5T, effort T is equal to 5. That is the simple formula, because eta is equal to 1 is not given in the math. I just assume that value. Okay, efficiency is not given, so better you just go through this. Load by effort 5T is balanced by E is equal to T, and load is equal to 5T, so mechanical advantage will be 5. Now last question number 7. Okay, pulley, you have to draw the pulley. Okay, velocity ratio 3 means 3 I have drawn here, and push the rope here, then here. Okay, then come and bind here like this. So 1 2 3 3T will be there, 1 effort, balancing 1T. Okay, 3T, so load will be is equal to 3T, effort is equal to T. It maybe it's not needed, so value is given. Load 150 Newton, effort 60 Newton, mechanical advantage divided 2.5. And is pulley system ideal? Students, pulley system is not ideal, because 3 pulley means VR is equal to 3. Oh, okay, so MA should be is equal to VR when ideal, for ideal, but VR here 3, but MA is equal to 2.5, so not equal, so MA less than 3, that's why machine is not ideal. You know that. Thank you, students. I hope this chapter you properly understand.